Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Streaming Studio. Hope everyone is having a nice Monday morning. Pretty nice weekend for us. Beautiful weather outside again, save for some of the smoke and haze that we had to deal with this weekend. But temperatures into the low 80s this weekend for us here in the capital city. Again, had to deal with wind, which again we've had to deal with a lot of over the last few weeks. But again, overall, not a bad weekend for us. And we will be cooler and windy as we head into your Monday. But overall, again, it's fairly typical. I feel like April weather is going to be heading our way over the course of the next several days. We are going to keep our eyes on a couple chances for maybe a few, at least chances for some showers and then maybe some thunderstorms, and keeping our eyes maybe a more active pattern heading our way as we head towards the Easter weekend into early next week. That's something that kind of has our attention as we're going to head over the next several days. But go ahead and jumping right in. Looking at the numbers from yesterday here in the capital city, 81 for a high temperature, 57 was the low yesterday morning. So again, awfully mild start to the day. And again, those afternoon temperatures well above average. Our normal high temperature now up to 64 degrees. Our normal low temperature now down or up to 38 degrees. Again, our average last freeze here in the capital city is coming up next week. Again, April 23rd is kind of the normal average last freeze for us here in the capital city. So again, we're getting close to the point where we can probably maybe start to put some plants in the ground and things like that. Still dealing with drought issues, still dealing with a lack of moisture out there. Just 1,400 7-inch so far this month in terms of any liquid precipitation. Obviously no snowfall yet this month, now 13 inches below normal for our snowfall. For the entire season, and again, almost now approaching 3 inches below normal for the year for our liquid precipitation. And again, while there's going to be some chances over the course of the next week, I don't think we see really meaningful moisture until we head maybe towards the weekend and into early next week. So if we look at your weather headlines for your Monday, again, it's going to be cooler out there today, good 20 degrees cooler. And again, we're going to be dealing with more wind again as we start off our work week. Going to look for that small chance, and maybe in the middle towards the middle part of the work week for some rain across the area, and then again maybe turning a little bit more active as we head towards the Easter weekend. That's the time frame we'll keep a close eye on. Obviously, a lot of folks are going to have plans towards the Easter weekend, so that is a time frame we'll certainly be watching closely over the next several days. As far as low temperatures this morning, though, again, it was another mild start to our day, especially for eastern and southeastern Nebraska. Lows were in the mid-upper 40s. Falls City down to 50 degrees this morning. Colder as you head further to the west, and in the far west, temperatures dropping down to the upper 20s and low 30s for parts of the Nebraska Panhandle. Across the Lincoln Metro on the Tempest weather stations, mid to upper 40s for our low temperatures this morning. 47 here at the 1011 studios, but again around 46, 47 degrees across much of the Lincoln Metro to start the day. And also dealing with some cloud cover again as we start our Monday, but I think again this should give way to mainly sunny skies as we head through the day today. Currently 49 at the airport, 49 here at Midtown Lincoln, but with a north-northwest breeze that is on the gusty side. 20 miles an hour sustained, gusting to around 31 miles an hour. Again, the northerly breeze should again push out any smoke that we kind of had to deal with this weekend. Wasn't awful, but again, you could definitely smell it at times. But again, that I don't think will be as much of an issue thanks to the northerly breeze today and even into the day tomorrow as well. Current temperatures on the Tempest stations across the Lincoln Metro sitting in the upper 40s, close to 50 degrees for most locations. And if you look at temperatures across the state, running the range anywhere from the mid to upper 30s in the Panhandle to the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees here in the southeastern corner of the state. It's 45 currently right now in Grand Island and Hastings, 44 degrees in North Platte. Those winds behind that front we had moved through overnight and yesterday again out of the north and west, and they are strong, sustained around 20 to 30 miles an hour for much of central and eastern sections of the state. And already seeing those winds, the wind gusts beginning to pick up a little bit as of the 9 o'clock hour, seeing those winds gusting between 30, 35, close to 40 miles an hour in a few locations. And I think as we head through the day today, this is the trend that we will see with those winds gusting on the high end up to around 40 miles an hour. And again, we factor in the dry conditions that we're expected to see today. We're going to have more elevated fire danger through the day today thanks to the dry and breezy conditions across the state. We factor in that wind. We have wind chills anywhere from the upper teens to the upper 20s to the upper 30s across the state. Warmest readings again in the southeast. Satellite radar picture Had a few radar returns this morning. There might have been a few sprinkles out there, but again, too dry at the surface for most of that to be reaching the ground right now. Just dealing with some cloud cover across the state. As you look at the visible satellite imagery, again, we can see, again, some of that sort of thin cloud cover that's out there across the state right now. But I think, again, we're going to get rid of this cloud cover as we head through the morning. And by the afternoon, I think we should be seeing mainly sunny skies across the state to go along with those cooler and breezy conditions. We zoom out, look at a regional view. Overall, right now, things are pretty quiet. You zoom out, look at a national view. Again, overall, right now, things are pretty quiet across most of the country. If you look at the weather alerts, there's not a ton. Still have flood warnings along the Mississippi River for those areas that saw quite a bit of rain a couple weeks ago. Again, here at home, we have wind advisories, and we also have those red flag warnings that are in place across much of the state. Again, so we're going to see the critical fire conditions across much of the area. So again, any fires that do start could get out of hand pretty quickly. And again, today is another one of those days where we don't want to do any outdoor burning because those fires could spread very quickly because of those dry fuels and because of those gusty winds. So we check out Skycast again through the morning. We'll deal with some clouds, but that cloud cover should give way to plenty of sunshine as we head through the morning and into the afternoon time frame. We'll be dealing with those blustery northwest winds, though, as we head through the day. Into this afternoon, into this evening, again, a few more clouds kind of roll back in from the north and west. Could be a spotty shower or two across parts of northern and northeastern Nebraska. I think most areas, though, likely stay dry. And then as we head through the overnight hours tonight, again, some clouds maybe early, but then for the balance of the overnight hours, we should be looking at mainly clear skies. Those winds should settle down at least a little bit for us, but though they will remain a little bit on the blustery side. And then into the day on Tuesday, much lighter winds expected and plenty of sunshine. Should be a pretty nice day as temperatures rebound a little bit, not dealing with as much wind, and again, plenty of sunshine across the state through the day on Tuesday. And then into the day on Wednesday, again, I think we're going to see at least some cloud cover move through the area. We'll call it mostly sunny for the day on Wednesday. Those winds pick up a little bit out of the south, and then as we head into Wednesday, late afternoon, Wednesday evening, we're going to see at least another small chance, or start to see at least a small chance for some showers and maybe some isolated thunderstorms across the area. In terms of the rainfall or precipitation forecast, it is mainly the rainfall forecast. We're really not expecting any snow as we head over the course of the next week, but this is the 7-day precipitation potential, and again, really a lot of this is going to be coming, I think, late this weekend and early next week, again, maybe Easter Sunday into the following Monday across the area, as we'll have, again, a little bit more of an active pattern look to set up across the area that could bring in some more generous rainfall amounts compared to what we've seen over the past couple days, especially for areas down to our south, where it looks like over the course of the next week, a couple inches of moisture can't be ruled out for parts of Oklahoma down to parts of eastern Kansas. Here at home, again, across Nebraska, rainfall forecast or rainfall potential over the course of the next week for much of the state, maybe around half an inch to 3/4 of an inch of moisture in eastern sections of the state, maybe up to around an inch can't be ruled out. And again, we would certainly take that in a New York minute, again, with how dry we've been over the past several weeks and really over the past several months. But again, this is all mostly going to be coming, looks like late this weekend and maybe into early parts of the work week next week. So we still have some time to kind of watch this and see how it kind of evolves and try and figure out some timing and more specific amounts. As far as the severe weather threat, nothing for us to really worry about today. Again, parts of northern, northeastern Nebraska might see a stray rumble of thunder this evening with a few scattered showers that are expected to move through. Into the day on Tuesday, nothing expected. Again, a thunderstorm risk across the Four Corners in the desert southwest. And then on Wednesday, again, with that really our first chance this week of really any moisture, we could see a few rumbles of thunder mixed in. And then on Thursday, we are watching at least far eastern Nebraska for the threat for maybe a few stronger storms to move across the area. So again, that'll be something we watch for as well on Thursday. Again, stronger system kind of, again, pulling some moisture northward, low-level jet kicking up. Again, we could see some strong to severe thunderstorms in eastern sections of the state, across parts of Iowa and then northern Missouri on Thursday. So that'll be a time frame we want to keep an eye on. As far as Skycast, again, zooming in, taking a look at a statewide view. Again, through this morning, some clouds, but we should see a good amount of sunshine this afternoon. Late this afternoon, early evening, again, northern and northeastern Nebraska could see a few scattered showers, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder. Clouds will roll back in for us through this evening. evening before they kind of clear back out as we head overnight tonight and into Tuesday morning. And then through the day Tuesday, not nearly as much wind. Should see plenty of sunshine. Again, should be a pretty nice day. Temperatures rebounding for us. And then as we head into the day on Wednesday, cloud cover kind of rolls back in, and we'll start to see a chance for some scattered showers and maybe some isolated thunderstorms across the state as we head Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. And you can see our in-house model there, not all that bullish on that activity just yet. So if we take a look at temperatures, highs today, again, going to be much cooler, especially for eastern and southeastern Nebraska compared to the last couple days. We'll see temperatures retreat back below average into the mid-50s to low 60s for most of the state, including 62 here in Lincoln. We'll go right at 60 for Grand Island and Hastings, 61 for North Platte this afternoon. A little bit cooler across the northern tier of the state, 55 in O'Neill, 54 for Ainsworth and Valentine this afternoon. Low temperatures tonight dropping down below freezing for some spots in central Nebraska. Here in Lincoln and eastern sections of the state, we'll be close to that freezing mark. We'll go 34 into Tuesday morning, so again, a little bit of a chilly start to our Tuesday, dropping down to the low to mid-20s across the far western sections of the state, including into the Sandhills. Highs then on Tuesday afternoon do rebound back near normal, if not a few degrees above normal, into the mid to upper 60s, and then even into the low to mid 70s across the western parts of the state. Here in the capital city, we'll shoot for 68 on Tuesday, upper 60s also in Grand Island and Hastings, and low 70s in North Platte. Wednesday morning, again, a little bit milder to start the day. Temperatures in the 40s for those morning lows, and then warm Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures getting into the low to mid 80s across the state. Again, as warm front pulls some warmer air into the area, again, also setting the stage maybe for a few stronger thunderstorms as we head into the day Thursday. Thursday morning lows will be in the anywhere from the low 40s to the upper 50s, right around 60 degrees from west to east. And then Thursday afternoon, again, another one of those days. Highs in the maybe low 50s for parts of the northern panhandle, and then highs into the upper 80s and low 90s in the southeast, including 86 degrees here in Lincoln. So again, it looks like Thursday will be one of those days, especially for eastern and southeastern Nebraska, with the low pressure system kind of spinning through the area, warm front lifting north through the area, that we could see some strong to severe storms Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening. So that'll be a time frame to keep an eye on. Low temperatures then into Friday morning, 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s across the state. A little bit cooler then into Friday afternoon with highs in the 40s, 50s, and 60s across the state. So temperatures as we head through the upcoming week, kind of all over the place. Low 60s today, upper 60s Tuesday, low 80s Wednesday, mid-upper 80s Thursday, then back to the mid-60s Friday. Again, our coldest morning looks like it'll come tomorrow morning with lows dropping into the low to mid-30s here in the capital city. Mid-60s right now is what it looks like for your Easter weekend, including 66 on Saturday, 64 on Sunday. Again, small chance for some moisture Wednesday, would likely be afternoon, evening time frame. Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening could see a few strong to severe thunderstorms. And then again, we'll look for Easter Sunday, and then again Sunday night into Monday for maybe a little bit more widespread activity across the area. So that'll be something that we keep a close eye on as we head through the upcoming week, is that Easter Sunday forecast for us. 10-day forecast for select cities across the state looks like this. Again, you can kind of see we're up and down over the course of the next week to 10 days with 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and even some low 90s for some spots in the forecast. Our warmest days look like they're going to be Wednesday, Thursday, before we see a cooling trend into the holiday weekend, before temperatures rebound into the work week early next week. Precip chances, again, pretty scattered, at least over the next 5 or 6 days or so. Again, small chance Wednesday, another small chance Thursday, and then things get a little bit busier, it looks like, as we head Sunday into the first half of the week next week, when that more active pattern begins to kind of set up. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook almost takes us through the end of April, continues to favor above average temperatures across much of the region, but we do now see also that long-range outlook favoring wetter than normal conditions across much of the area, which again we would definitely take considering how dry it's been over the course of the last several weeks and over the course of the last several months. And again, one of the reasons why we'd likely see that wetter than normal pattern. If we look at the upper level pattern, again, we've kind of been a little ridgy. Again, things have been pretty quiet. Zonal flow or ridge has kept the weather pretty quiet, but it looks like as we head through this week, again, we see that ridge, but eventually we see a trough begin to emerge across the western sections of the state. And what that trough will do is begin to kind of send pieces of energy our way as we head late this weekend and into the early parts of the work week next week, which will set the stage for a little bit more active weather across the region, not just here in the state, but across much much of the middle parts of the country. So again, not a whole lot for us to worry about, at least in the short term. Again, going to be cooler, windy today. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be a really nice day. Small chance for moisture on Wednesday. Thursday, we'll keep an eye on eastern Nebraska for maybe the threat for some stronger thunderstorms. And then into the Easter weekend, we'll keep an eye on the threat for maybe some more active weather heading our way. But again, at least in the short term, not a whole lot for us to worry about, but maybe things getting a little bit busier in the long-term pattern there for us, which again, we would definitely take. We need the moisture, considering how dry it's been over the last several weeks and over the last several months. So appreciate everyone for tuning in, watching, as always. Again, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online, as we head throughout the week. Keep up to date with that latest forecast. Appreciate everyone for tuning in, and hope everyone has a nice Monday.